Slasher. What he does is he does slash. He does gashing wound. He does behead. Then Raging Pace. Raging Pace, you have to actually walk to them instead of running. But whenever you get to them, watch this. It also does that. And that's all for Slasher. And yes, I have Vanity. Then we have Cool Kid.
I see him. Kill him.
Cool Kid, what he can do is he can go. So he has. Yes, he has the punch ability, like everybody knows. And the meme.
Stay still. You're not running. I got off you for that.
Actually makes him run towards him, and he has pizza delivery. Respond these two. If you follow them, they go to the closest guy to attack. That's all for Cool Kid. Besides the fact that he also has no mess with 797.
Don't move. You're not getting away that easy.
Which basically is like Guest's lunge. You have. John Doe. Which John Doe, what he does is he does these abilities. He does this. They get slowness and they get corrupt. Then he has this, which makes them able to kill the killers. They can do this. It can hit them and it does this. It also has another variant which I don't really have. I don't want to have to go through all that. But yeah, it goes in a straight line. Sometimes it does that. And it does a lot of damage because it can hit the survivor multiple times. It flash the survivor. I mean, like every other killer. And yeah, that's all. Then we have Noli. Which he does this, like every other survivor, I mean like every other killer. He does this. Survivor, it can bounce off to others. Then it does Robot, which hits an area and it takes them to the middle. It takes all the survivors nearby it. Then it has Observant, which teleports into any generator, which I don't do because of certain reasons. But it also reveals all the other survivors. That's all for Nolan. Then we have 1X, my favorite, which does slash like every other, but it is a long ranged, which does this, more damage than this, which this one, Entanglement, actually stuns the survivors. With this, which allows them to see all the survivors. It also has this one, which spawns in the amount of survivors that you've killed in the exact spot that you've killed the survivor. And that's all for 1. Then we have Guest, my least used. Well, one of my least used. Which, like every other one, it has slash, but it's called carving slash because he's a demon. Then it has jumps at them, which you can actually control. Then it has Infernal Cry, which makes them look at you and run at you. Then it has this one, which there's 2 different versions. Which one allows you to see all the survivors. The other one actually turns this thing red and has it say run and hide. And yeah, that's all for Guest 666. Besides that, whenever it says run and hide here, none of the time doesn't go down. That's all for Guest. Then we have Nosferatu, which is I don't have the skin for Nosferatu yet. Which this one has this ability, which hits the survivor like every other killer does. And a blood hook, which actually brings Survivor to you. And Cataclysm, which does this, which, if it hits a Survivor, it will give them a couple effects. Then it has this one, which, I don't know what that one does, but yeah. And Ascension, which does that. But yeah, that's all for Nosferatu. And we have Schlutsky, which has a slash ability, which stuns the killer, but it also has the famous fried chicken, which, like it says right here, if you have full HP, you can't eat it. And it will slowly give you your health back, as much health as it can. But it does not give you all your health back. It is limited to about, I think, 30? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's all for Schlutsky. And now we have Noob, which has the Bloxicola, which makes it go fast. Then it has Slate Skin, which makes then the killer cannot get you. As good. Then it has Ghost Burger, which turns you invisible, and also gives you undetectability, which makes then killers like the killers with abilities that makes they can see you, they can't see you with that. So yeah, that's all for Noob. Now we have Elliot, my least used survivor. He can heal, but you know, it does not look like this. Everyone has different ones. There's Rush Hour, which highlights I think it highlights the survivor with the least, least health, and it also allows you to go fast to get to them. That's all for Elliot. Now we have Noob the World. Just kidding, that's not an actual. We actually have Builder Man. Let me just get Builder Man up. We actually have Builder Man. Now, Builder Man, he can put down sentries. Hit the killer. You can't put anywhere in the blue grass near a sentry. But you can put down dispensers too. Dispensers give the survivors more health. And if they're near this little area. And if the killer's in the red area, the killer will start getting hit by the sentry. And I'll teach you stamina gaining after. I'll tell you all the rest of the survivors. And that's all. Now we have 7 and 7. 7 and 7 can clone, which you can use as a body blocker, so if the killer is trying to attack you, it will hit the clone instead. Then you have the ability to teleport, full GI. Then you have the ability to change what the clone is, which Pathfind makes the clone of Pathfind. Let me just turn it. So Pathfind has it so in their Pathfind, and Cursor makes it so they follow your cursor. Then Aimless makes it so they're aimless, and they don't care where they go. That's all for see what I mean? That's all for now we have 2 time. He has the dagger ability. Then he has this ability, the crown. He also also does have the ritual, which I can't do right now for some reason. Which ritual makes it so then if you get this thing, if you use dagger enough on the killer, it will make it so then the killer will have to like kill you, and then you respawn where you had the ritual. That's all for to crouch makes it so you're undetectable and also invisible. And now we have Guest. Guest, what he can do is he can block the killer. So then if they hit the block, they have to dodge the punch, which you can do whatever time. Then you have the charge, which the killer, it will knock them back. But for the punch, if you hit them, then it turns it makes it so it's basically kind of like 2 times stab and Shudletsky's slash, but that's all for Guest. Now we have Taff, which he has 2 abilities, unlike the normal, well, yeah, only 2 abilities. Now, what he can do is he can do this. He can set down tripwires, which, if a killer runs into the tripwire, they get stunned and they get, well, no, they don't get stunned, but they get slowness. That's all. But this thing, if they run into it in this little area, then they makes it some basically like Minecraft's nauseous. That's what they get, plus a couple other things, and that's all for Taff. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, unlike other abilities, these ones actually at a certain time, all these will explode. And even Taff will get affected. All the survivors will get affected if they're near it and looking at it. And that's all for all of them will explode. And now we have Dusicar, one of my other least favorite characters. He can do spawn protection, which makes it so then a survivor has protection if it hits a survivor, but if it's a killer, then the killer has slowness, and I think that's all. And then for plasma, it makes it so then and now, skins have different things that put whenever yeah, that's all for Dusicar. Now we have Veronica, which has 3 different things. This, which makes it so they have that. They have the white hit. They have this. Tricks. As you can see, I don't use Veronica that much. And then with this, well, that's all I can teach you right now because, stupid YouTube's thing. But, I'll teach you the rest later. Bye.